Right, well, Nick, I want
Ooh,
to hear your thoughts on the episode. And we're sort of just. So, we're going to talk about the latest Mandalorian episode, just as an FYI, guys. We'll talk full spoilers, I guess. Not really much to. Well, there is stuff to spoil, but not really.
yeah.
What did you think? What did you think of the episode overall?
So overall, I gave the episode a 6 out of 10.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Mainly because of the visuals, the cinematography.
Mm.
A lot of the shots with the ships and stuff, I thought looked really cool. I love seeing the TIE interceptors, the TIE bombers in there, the Mandalorian fleet, them all coming together. There was some cool stuff in there, but there was also a lot of dumb stuff in there.
Yeah.
Hey, Nikki. So yeah, she's the one that did the reaction with me. And yeah, she gave it a 5. So I was just
Well,
like one notch above her.
what did you think about? So, yeah. So there was a lot of good stuff, but to
Hmm.
me, it just didn't gel.
Yeah,
It did.
it
They,
seemed
they,
like a
they,
garbled mess a little bit.
That's what I said. I was like, yeah, all the right ingredients, but just it just didn't gel properly, and it seemed like some real bad editing as well.
Very bad editing. I was just getting ready to say the exact same thing. Whoever edited this episode, I thought did a horrible job. I mean, abysmal. I thought the editing was terrible. Grogu in the
What the
freaking
hell?
IG
Do you remember? Do you
12.
remember? So Grogu gets in an IG-11 and walks it around as a suit, basically, suit of armor. I
Yeah,
remember when the leaks came out around that, and I was like, that does not sound good.
no,
It
yeah,
doesn't that doesn't sound good. I hope that's fake. It turns out to be completely true. All the leaks surrounding these shows always turn out to be true.
yeah. And
All
I
of them.
knew what was going to happen in this episode. I just didn't. I hadn't seen it from start to finish, so there was a couple things like I didn't know that there was going to be a new kind of trooper for Moff Gideon, or
A
what they look
Mando
like,
trooper.
and yeah, the Mando troopers. Uh, oh my god! And then that fight with them at the
well,
end.
well, what the hell was up with the fight at the end? I gotta bitch about this.
Ugh,
What was up with the fight at the end? Right, so they get locked in between two blast doors.
mhm,
Right, Din Djarin's out there on the other side getting captured. Oh my
yeah,
god! Oh. Everyone's like, oh, what can we do? What can we do? Moff Gideon hasn't turned up yet. They're just standing there watching Din Djarin get captured. Right,
yeah.
and then Moff Gideon turns up,
And it's
talks
just sitting there
Bo-Katan,
talking.
and then eventually Bo-Katan's like, "Oh, I've got the dark saber. I'll just use this to escape." Fucking use that to save Din, you dumb fuck.
Yeah, the
What
literally what.
the logical inconsistencies on this show really annoyed me. It
Yeah,
really annoyed me. I'm like, what? And why did you go out there and save Paz Vizsla? What are you
yeah.
doing?
Literally, while we were watching it, I'm like, "You got the dark saber, use it. Cut through the door." I
That was
literally said
exactly the
that
same.
while we were
Exactly the
on the live
same.
stream talking about it, watching it. But
Ah.
then she cuts the door for them to escape.
The smallest hole as well.
Yeah. I'm like, really? Oh, come on. This is getting ridiculous. And the cool stuff, it's just at this point, it's like too little, too late for me.
Yeah.
With this season of Mandalorian.
With
Uh,
this episode 7, they got one more left and they've barely done
yeah,
anything. What
yeah.
have they done? They wasted time on fat ass Lizzo. What the fucking hell, man?
This whole
God.
season has just been a head scratcher. I'm just like, who's running things over here? And then what really pisses me off even more is I'm watching Picard season 3 and seeing the level of writing and the level of competence in that show, and I'm like,
Mm.
good God, why couldn't the people at Lucasfilm not understand and get writers like this? I really would love if Lucasfilm hired Terry Matalas to do something with Star Wars. Because
Well, just
God,
get
man,
Favreau back. It's very clear he's not on board now. It's
yeah,
so
yeah,
clear he's not on board. Just get Favreau back.
yeah. They killed his character off, for one, and then the rumors are circling that he might not even come back for season 4. He's already written it, but he might hand that off to Filoni and bounce out. And then the culmination of the whole Mando verse
Filoni,
is
yeah.
Filoni, and he's not even tied to it. So it's like I can totally see him. He's either getting pushed out, or he told them, "Look, I can't deal with the level of incompetence and stupidity from the people here. After the season, I'm done. Or after the 4th season, that's my last season. I'm out."
Yeah.
Or maybe they're like, "All the stuff you want to do, we don't like, so you're going to do what we want, and then you're gone." So one way or another, it seems like he's on his way out the door, which is unfortunate because I think he is a good writer, even though he's listed as the writer on a lot of these episodes that are just like, really? Favreau wrote this?
Well, he would have done story, I reckon, and then
Yeah.
people wrote it, so he gets like story credit, but other people have actually written it into a script format. And the whole thing just. I didn't like Moff Gideon. Like, we're going backwards as well. We're going backwards, right?
Mhm.
And this is just a logical inconsistency of the universe. So Moff Gideon created Dark Troopers, droids,
Yep.
who were so brutal, Luke fucking Skywalker had to come in and save them, right?
Yeah.
Without Luke Skywalker, they'd
Those
all be
things wreck.
dead.
Yeah.
They would be all dead.
So why would you not just make more?
What's Moff Gideon got and done is gone. Oh, we just get some Mando armor and put it on some incompetent stormtroopers instead, because they all bloody got shot down.
Yeah.
There were so many of them that got killed, even with the Mandalorian armor.
Yep.
So, like, what's the point? Like, you've already reached peak. The droids were the peak. They were great. We know that because they were a force to be reckoned with. A Jedi had to come out of hiding to kill them. A Jedi.
Yeah, it makes no sense. I thought it was dumb. But I will say, I when Moff Gideon came down with his helmet on, I thought
like
that was cool. I liked it.
I did not like that. I hated it. I think it looked
thought
super
it looked
dumb.
cool.
It even had little horns.
The horns and stuff. I could have done without the horns.
And where did the Praetorian guards come from?
I guess they were sent
Just a
as
side. No. I
reinforcements.
know they were sent,
Yeah.
but where did they come from on that landing? They didn't have a jetpack. They just walked out. Where did they walk out from?
They were offset, and then when
offset,
filming
right?
was ready to start, they just walked onto set.
Fucking.
And the Mandalorian mythosaur emblem on the bottom of the
that was cool.
captured Star Destroyer or the ship that Moff Gideon had was cool. But when did they have time to paint that, and where did they find all the paint?
Oh, it's pretty bloody big, isn't it?
Yeah, I was like, good Lord, man, how much did that cost? And when did they have time to do this?
Oh, I don't know. What a shame. What an absolute shame. Massively downhill.
And we got one episode left. And
that's the thing that annoys me the most, is that they've now rushed to the end. They've had so much nonsense episodes that now they're rushing to the end, and now they're going, oh, look, Moff Gideon's back. Yeah, we know you teased him. We could have had a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
You could have given us a little bit more. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this season at all. This last episode, Filoni says, fans are going to be pumped and excited, like it's going to be like the return of Luke or something.
Sure.
I think it's probably going to be another
Ahsoka.
Yeah, like
it'll be Ahsoka,
or it's going to be the mythosaur.
With Ahsoka.
She's going to tame it, and she's going to like wipe out that whole Gideon base with the mythosaur, and then everybody's going to be like, yay, bo-katan, she's the hero, she's the leader now. And then Mando's going to run around saying McQueen all the time to her. And he kind of did that in this episode.
Yeah, we follow you because of this.
Yeah. So
I don't know, disappointing.
Yeah, I think it's a complete joke, a complete failure. And that's the state of Disney Star Wars, unfortunately.
And this is coming from someone, me. I liked the first 2 seasons, right? Like
Yeah, I
I
did
thought the
too.
first 2 seasons were great.
I
So
had some issues with it, but yeah.
yeah, and I was excited to see it come back, and it's just been terribly organized. The idea. This is the thing. The ideas are all there. They haven't organized them properly, and so it's been terribly written overall. Not good. Not good. What a shame. What a massive shame.
No, and have you heard the spoilers about what's supposed to happen next week?
No,
Do you want to know?
I think I don't know if anyone in the chat cares.
Yeah.
It's just
If you guys don't want to know, and this is just rumor. I mean, this stuff might not even happen. I'm not saying it's for sure happening. I'm just saying this is what I'm hearing. So if you don't want to hear, just mute for like 10 or 15 seconds. But anyways, so apparently next week's episode, Din Djarin's gonna die, and Emperor
fuck this.
Palpatine is gonna be back.
That is so rushed.
Yeah.
That's so rushed.
They're going to
No, I
show
don't like it.
Palpatine, the Project Necromancer, and how he's orchestrating all this stuff, which is just tying into the sequel trilogy stuff.
Rubbish. I mean, I know that they've got to, but still,
Yeah.
that's a rubbish. That's rushing to the end, which they shouldn't do.
Yeah.
There's plenty of time where they could. Fuck it. If that does actually happen next week, I'm gonna be bitterly disappointed. So, what a shame.
People
What a
are going to
shame.
riot.
Yeah, they'll be really annoyed. I mean, this is just. It makes sense as to why they were then setting up bo-katan as the Mandalorian.
I find the Din Djarin dying one hard to believe, but I can totally see them bringing Palpatine in there. I mean,
yeah.
Ian McDermott's still alive. He filmed some stuff for Kenobi. They might have had him film some just a quick small scene for this show. So yeah, I can totally see that happening. But the Din one I is a little bit harder for me to believe, but we'll see what happens. Because rumor has it Pedro Pascal's not happy. There's a lot of tension between him and everybody there that's on the show, and they're basically killing his character off, and Bo-Katan's gonna take over, and that's why this season it seemed like it's the Bo-Katan show, because they're
it makes sense.
slowly writing his, because even in this last episode, if you look when they're going to Mandalore, Grogu's sitting in her lap.
I know, I did see that. I was like
on the ship.
What are you doing? It was odd, really odd choices. Really odd choices.
Yes. I was like, oh my God, shut up.
I know.
So annoying.
That's just to sell a toy. That's literally just to sell a toy.
So there was so much in this that was like it had merchandise written all over it.
Massively.
Over it. And I'm like, I'm not buying any of this crap.
No.
None of it.
No, I mean, I like my nerd shit. Even I've even got the Batmobile down there. You can't see it. I've
sweet.
got the Batmobile down there. It's really cool. It's even got light up sounds.
Is that a stripe?
Yeah. I got striped gremlin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Loads of random shit. Anyway, the merch plugs were blatant and very, very painful.